Okay, welcome back. This is the second episode of Free Energy Friday with Michael. Today I'm going to be talking about, what am I going to talk about today? Let's see. Maybe Nikola Tesla's, his little free energy device called a radiant energy generator machine thing. Radiant energy machine. This was the patent for radiant energy machine as shown in the patent. This was his device this was his final attempt just to put something out. Oh, it's really complex. There's a complex story behind it. But his final attempt to put something out to bring free energy to the world. It was his patent. His last attempt. He figured if he couldn't create a power grid, at least I think this is what he intended. As I'd read, this was his final attempt to put out his free energy technology. If he couldn't create a power grid across the earth, at least he could deliver it to people who could pick it up and work with it to power their own homes and run their own businesses and such with it. And that was the key, is that this technology become available and somewhat normalized, or at least other people to pick it back up where he left off. So yeah, this is his cry for help, I guess. Device. It's been patented. It's been sitting in the patent archives until today. I don't know if the patent expired or if it's in contact with his family. But yeah, it's free on the internet. You can go look it up. Nikola Tesla radiant energy patent, and you'll get this list of maybe I can edit in the picture of the patent drawings, but you'll see, here's what you'll basically see. You'll see an elevated plate, and he says to make it shiny, highly polished, and coated in a plastic or something. So basically spray paint or epoxy, whatever you want. Going for a ride today. So elevated plate. Number 1, elevated plate. And so that, because you go, as you go up from the ground, you get 100 volts every meter, I think. If I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that. So if you're 16 feet up, that's 1.6 kilovolts, or 1.6 volts, sorry. Or yeah, 1.6 kilovolts, sorry. Sorry, my head's I need the coffee that I brought with me today. And that feeds down to what he says should be the strongest mica you have available as a capacitor. So number 2, wow, I'm really off today. Capacitor needs to be really high voltage rated, like a doorknob cap, for example. And the reason they're called doorknobs is because they're funky and they kind of resemble a doorknob. They're these big like they almost look like donuts or something. Yeah, a doorknob cap is basically a really high voltage rated capacitor. So they're made out of these thick ceramic material, and they just have these conductors. It's so they don't break down under high stress. So that's what Nikola Tesla said. High voltage rated, your finest mica. Your strongest, maybe strongest is what he said. Strongest. All right, so we have a capacitor there. So if you're starting to get the idea, there's going to be a charge building up around this. So yeah, so one side's gonna take on, and that's what we're counting on for the next part. Well, actually we have to develop a charge. So as you can imagine, this goes into the ground. Earth ground, and this is for your negative electricity, according to his patents. Barely know what you use there. All right, so you have a negative electricity. You have the positive electricity, or the radiant energy. Okay, so you go over here. If you can get over there. Right, and you have, let's try right through that. Okay. We'll do this. Okay. So you have some kind of like a spark gap or whatever. There. He said you could use like a wheel that turns, like a wheel, like a distributor, right? like the reverse of a distributor. I don't know. Like basically a wheel that turns, and it has like a contact to fire the spark rotor sort of deal. He also mentioned you could use these I don't know what they're called. These like foils that come together when the charge develops to short out. I don't know what that's called. Should look it up. But anyways, sorry for the ums. Also, we could look at just having a regular spark gap or neon bulb or something to that effect. And then the key is to fire this through a transformer and then onto your load. And that is how he left it. So this is the Nikola Tesla patent. So number 4 and number 5. Number 4 is a gap, like a spark plug basically. Sorry, my hand is in the way. So yeah, so 1 elevated plate, 2 capacitor with high voltage rating, 3 is the ground connection. You can also use a dead battery if you want. And Nikola Tesla even said this. He didn't say dead battery, but he said battery only to ground of his car. He's talking about his Tesla's car. Not Tesla cars in the Elon Musk's, but Tesla's cars in the legend of his like free energy electric car. Well, it was an electric car, but Nikola Tesla's car, not Elon Musk's car. The Pierce Arrow. So Sorry, I got to start over again. So number 1, we have the elevated plate, shiny, polished, coated in plastic or spray paint or epoxy. Number 2 is the capacitor, high voltage rating, the finest, strongest mica. Just a capacitor. Earth ground, negative electricity, or a dead battery, only to ground. 4, we have a spark gap. Could be a spark plug. Could be one of the rotor wheels with sparks gaps on it. Or it could be a set of foils to close when they charge up. And then number 5, we have the transformer. Oh, he also had a design where there's like a coil, and then it's like a relay sort of deal, I guess is what you would call it. And I don't know how it was. Anyways, he also had a relay coil as the load or whatever. So it would actually, when it charged up, it would close the relay. That's not my phone. So anyways, so that was the other one. It was a relay deal for closing the spark gap. So I think that kind of explains it all. So yeah, so this was Nikola Tesla's invention of a radiant energy device. Radiant energy. So yeah, Nikola Tesla's radiant energy device. I don't know if you can read that, but so yeah, we went over everything. 100 volts per meter as you elevate the plate. So yeah. So if you want to try this out, be my guest. This is his patent, and that's the phone. Thanks for watching.